All right, so some pretty huge news out of the gaming world earlier today. For those that don't game, who are now wondering, well, why should I care about this? Avengers Endgame did, I think, $2.6 billion across its entire run, and Grand Theft Auto 6 will do that in its opening weekend. So maybe that warrants some attention. Regardless, the Nintendo Direct presentation released today, and the rumors are true that The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is getting a top-down complete remake to modern 4K standards for the Switch 2. The boys and I, of course, lost our minds, but it occurs to me as I get older, fewer and fewer people know like where I've come from and the things that are important to me and why they're important. And so I thought I should probably start tying the music to some of those stories so that, number one, I don't forget them, and number two, other people hear about them. So I was 4 when it would have been my mom's mom and dad bought me the original NES. The first game I ever played was Mario, the second game I ever played was Duck Hunt, and the third game I ever played was Legend of Zelda. And at 4, and then, 5 and 6, and then Zelda 2, and then, Link to the Past. At an early age like that, for somebody who was even then a deep thinker and had a big imagination, so those stories and like good versus evil and all of that, it sort of distilled down the concepts of right and wrong that Dad and Mom were trying to teach me as a kid. And so that kind of framework made things easier for me to understand, we'll say. But Zelda as a series has always meant a ton to me from, that experience. From as I got older, it sort of grew with me. I remember when I wrecked the big Harley that I had, I think 2 months after I bought it, I recovered and played Twilight Princess, which had just come out. So, yeah, and then now I've passed it on with the boys. One of my favorite pictures is of them doing that thing with one of the characters from the most recent Zelda series. So, anyway, all that to say, the series was important to me, but I've always advocated for taking your instrument and learning music that was not written for your instrument on it, particularly melodies if you're a lead guitar player. So, with that news that came out today, and the feedback that I get from a lot of you, most of you that are complimentary about what I do on this instrument, usually it's from the place of you really like how I make this thing sing when it comes time for that. So here's a little taste of that for the evening. This from across the series, one of the single most famous pieces of video game music ever composed. This is Zelda's Lullaby.